Hello, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 4. I almost put my hands up for some reason. The main menu is definitely updated now. Got all three of them on there. That's pretty sweet. I really like this art quite a bit. And I'm in the menu obviously because, you know, it's going to start right away when we jump in. It always does. But we learned a lot of stuff in the last one. A lot. But I also talked for like 5 minutes at the end, so let's just jump in and see stuff. I want to know what's actually going to happen here. I mean, clearly we have the Courageous 2 now, which is awesome. Touring Western Area Borneo 4, 5 days to Operation Jormungand. 4? Interesting. I thought for sure we'd move on to East. Ooh. It's a big cannon. Some sweet music. Oh, mint. Yeah, we have a lot of people now to talk to that we couldn't before. But most importantly, my favorite character ever, Prince Oliver. Olivier. And Becky. Becky's up there. She's one of my favorite. This is pretty big. I mean, we were complaining the whole time that we just didn't have enough space on the Merkaba. So it was pretty clear we were going to get something bigger. I thought it was going to be the Pantagruel, but this is so much better. This is a big hub, honestly. Oh, there's going to be lots of people to play Vantage Master. I've caught up on all my Palm Party opponents. And we still have like 8 left. I don't know, that's kind of one way I determine things, is like, when you give me a list that's incomplete and show me the rest of it. There's quite a bit of game left.
Despite being a new model of ship, the system you see here largely emulates that of the previous Courageous. Our operations manual only covers the bare minimum. Should you find anything lacking, you'll have to figure it out as you go.
Understood. I'll make sure to pass it on to everyone else.
In total, it spans a length of 92 arch. A considerable step up from the previous 74 arch class. However, because the ship is so much bigger, you'll need to carefully watch the speed and engine output.
Ha! So she's a wild one, eh? Sounds to me like this girl's gonna need a bit more taming than the last one.
Alright, well, you can talk to machines that way.
This terminal should give you complete command over all the ship's facilities and fire control systems. It comes equipped with anti-hacking measures, specially developed by Professors Albert and Erica Russell themselves.
You mean Mom and Grandpa made it? We should have no problems then.
Huh.
Incredible. Every inch of equipment on this ship is state-of-the-art.
And that computer's one of the Epstein Foundation's next-generation models. Weren't they only just developed?
That's right. And its hull has the latest innovations in hydrodynamic engineering, courtesy of the Ruhr Institute of Technology.
Okay.
Plus, it seems to be outfitted with ZCF's newest next-gen orbital engine, too.
It only gets more and more unbelievable every time I hear it. Just how did you manage to construct a cutting-edge ship like this abroad in total secrecy, without anyone finding out?
As I stated earlier, there are a great deal of individuals who helped me make this happen. Such as Mr. Gwyn here, for instance.
Gwyn? Of course.
Mm-hmm. The story here goes all the way back to right after the Civil War. Considering the way it ended, His Highness decided to approach me for some advice. He had me prepare this ship for him, all in anticipation of the day when the Crimson Wings would be torn from the sky.
Really?
So that's why.
Huh. I do remember His Highness mentioning something about you being his advisor.
You do? Oh. When they were at the airport. Oh, and now the voices are done. Still, for the construction site to be located on the Kingdom of Liberal's Valeria Lakeshore, And on top of an old Ouroboros secret base to boot. Talk about a plot twist. You're referring to the research facility that the Faceless constructed during the incident in Liberl. I heard that after the dust settled, it was handed over to ZCF to manage. It does seem like Grandpa and the others used it for some kind of research. So not just Gwyn and Professor Schmidt pitched in, but Professor Russell and Her Majesty Alicia too. Whereas Cassius and the Crown Princess were none the wiser. You want to fool your enemies, you gotta fool your friends first, huh? Classic. As for funding, in addition to His Highness Oliver, Gwyn and His Majesty Ugent also... Wait. In addition to His Highness Oliver, Gwyn and His Majesty Ugent also contributed from their personal holdings. The Emperor knew? But perhaps the most unexpected benefactors were Father and Marquis Ragnar. Oh. Indeed, quite a cunning play by those two. I imagine that keeping this from the Albareas was all in the name of avoiding the eye of the Intelligence Division. Yes, the same with the Cayennes, I'm sure. And so, your new set of wings were completed independently of both the government and the Viceland Army. When I said we were preparing for our original wings to be torn away, I only expected they'd be commandeered by the government. Okay. To be perfectly frank, the thought that they would be physically torn apart never even crossed my mind. This isn't a laughing matter, for the record. Indeed, just being alive is reason enough to give thanks to Adios, even at the cost of a left eye. It's better than nothing. Your Highness, I hate to ask, but what's the prognosis? A full recovery doesn't seem to be in the cards, unfortunately. But as a musician, I'm just grateful that my hands and ears made it through in one piece. I suppose I have them to thank for that, eh? So, you owe your life to George's inner turmoil and the whims of the Phantom Thief, huh? You have an unbreakable spirit, Your Highness. Don't sell yourself short. Sure. Finally we're gonna see. I think I heard some people predicting that Phantom Thief B was gonna get him out.
I underestimated them. Shara, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Ein. Looks like I messed up.
Now, you had me crying here last time, but now I just...
Goddess, please protect my daughter.
You have 15 seconds until the hull collapses.
Recorded voice.
So before then, I will offer you one final wager.
Okay, better not be 15 seconds long.
A gravitational barrier will appear on the bridge for exactly 24 seconds. Let's see if you can come back from this.
Gravitational barrier.
Ah! Adios, help us! You gotta stay calm.
Get down and brace for impact!
Over there!
Damn! The gravitational barrier!
It's not gonna hold.
Don't give up just yet!
Interesting. Just thinking about what gravitational barrier means, that doesn't sound like a shield. What did it do?
Was I a moment too late? Nay, surely a flicker of hope yet remains. Can you still be plucked from the jaws of Gehenna? Show me just how far that luck of yours will take you, my dearest rival.
I really like that sky. I kind of hope that it becomes all gloomy and purple again. Just saying. I really like just the dark atmosphere from it. The whole end of that part was amazing. Obviously, I made my background kind of reflect that color. That I forget to put up sometimes, but not this time. I still can't believe that our friend, the Phantom Thief, saved you from all the wreckage. Guess his parlor tricks are good for something if that's what he used to spirit everyone away in one piece. No wonder they couldn't find so much as a single body. And on top of that, he healed His Highness, the crew, and even the Viscount's grave wounds, didn't he? That's right, I was injured too, but somehow I made it out relatively unscathed. When the Viscount jumped in to block the hole in the barrier, I couldn't even use my arts to help. I've never felt so worthless in my life. I'm sorry, Laura. I dropped the ball when it mattered most. Like I've told you, Toval, you have nothing to apologize for. I'm just relieved you made it out alive. I'm sure Father shares my sentiment. Well, if you say so. I admit I thought Viscount Arcade more or less invincible. I was stunned speechless to see him in that state. But for him, losing his left arm means he'll just swing twice as hard with his right. Power is but an extension of oneself, and what is a sword if not power wrought in steel? But ultimately, it's not the might of one's blade, but will and strength of spirit that decides the battle. The words of his lordship from the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. So ridiculously cool. Okay, Edgelord. Given who we're talking about, I expect he'll only emerge stronger from the experience. If that's the case, this could well become the most difficult trial we faced yet. As long as he's wearing that mask, I don't care if he says he knows who he is. It doesn't matter. Until you take off that mask and still say you're on their side, I have to believe he's just being controlled. Like, same with Angelica. She acted the same, like, oh, this isn't the mask. This is just who I am, you know. We're gonna rip off the mask and he's gonna be back to normal. He better. Cause he's one of my favorite characters too. On that ship, Toval, Oliver, and Viscount Arcade. All three of them, when they were lost, they were one of my favorite characters, like as a group. Those three. So that was particularly hard. That's why I denied it all. I'm inclined to agree. It'd be prudent for us to account for every contingency. There's also the promise we made with Lloyd, Estelle, and the others. True that. We can't let them best us. But what exactly is Rose up to? Sorry about my grandmother. She has a way of being evasive. I was definitely a little surprised by how sudden that all was. What? If it involves the rivalries, though, the only thing to do is go and check it out, right? Oh, my hair. It's in my mouth. Yeah. This is what happens when you forget to cut your hair. The previous evening, after Rena and the others had boarded the Courageous 2 and been shown around, they began discussing the next steps they should take, considering that the war would begin in less than a week. In the middle of their conversation, however, they received a call from a rather unexpected party. But you guys always just go straight to flashbacks. Like, they always do stuff.
For those of you who have not yet had the honor, my name is Rosalia Milstein.
It's just their storytelling. I mean, I enjoy it, but they do it a lot now. Especially in 4.
I am the elder of Erebonia's Hexen clan. Emma and Vita are my disciples in the magical arts. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, Prince Olivert, as well as the storied children of Crossbell and the Burl.
Thomas has like a white outline around him. How do you do? Until this moment, I'd only heard of you through rumor and legend. I've heard that you watched over the laying of Erebonia's foundation by Arner I. Is that true? Really true? Well, actually, that was my predecessor. It was Emperor Hector and Prince Strykels, who I was best acquainted with 800 years ago. I cannot say the family resemblance is all that strong in you, but you definitely have a familiar fire in your heart. It's quite an honor to hear you say so. I've heard about Rosalia from Ren. 800 years old. Even seeing it with my own eyes, I can't quite believe it. I've heard a few things about those of you back there as well. Glowing tales from Ragnard and Zeit both. Wait, what? Ragnard? For real? Dragon. We haven't seen Zeit since. We spoke shortly before they vanished. Even I have no idea of their whereabouts now. Oh. That's a shame. From the sound of it, Cassius doesn't know either. Being very general because there's too many characters now. I'm just gonna accept my voice and move on. Wherever it lands. Ragnard, the ancient dragon, and Zeit, the divine wolf. Two of the beasts entrusted with overseeing the Septarians.
Indeed. Beings sent forth by Adios. Much like the holy beast of Earth.
Yep. Just making sure that people who haven't played know that now.
Thomas Lysander, second Dominion of the Grosritter.
Which is great, because even I haven't played them. I've watched them. So maybe there's stuff I forget, so thank you. I'm not angry about it. Or annoyed or anything. I'm just pointing out that fact that it's very obvious. They're like, did you know this happened? These are who they are. Make sure you commit it to memory, because, you know,
Estelle,
it's fine.
Lloyd, I've heard many a rumor about your respective endeavors. As for you, Your Highness, I don't think we've had the chance to talk since you were last at the main campus.
And to think that you, a history teacher, are a Dominion of the Grosritter. I must say, I was quite frustrated that I was unable to see what was really going on, despite my ties to Kevin. I see. So, I guess that means you heard about us from Kevin and Reese. And it sounds like you learned a lot about us from Wazi, right? Right. We're having all of them operate outside of Erebonia at the present. They're out there resisting Ouroboros and their allies, working towards the Great Twilight in secret. The 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th Anguis. It seems the reinforcers who haven't come to Erebonia are also all out of operations. Looks like the intelligence division's been active in other countries too. They're making some pretty serious moves. The Red Constellation's main regiment and the War God too. So, Uncle Sigmund's on the move finally. Is finally on the move. Yes, Arios and Risha are responding to their actions. It's the same with Noel, Chief Sergei, and Dudley, isn't it? I hope they're all okay. To be honest, things are looking fairly grim. So much so that the Papal Guard... I've said it already. Is it Papal or Papal? Papal Guard, I think, has begun to act on its own and is cooperating with Operation Mille Mirage. I suspected as much. Now is truly not the time for them to be going off on their own like this. Even during the Night Touched affair 200 years ago, the Papal Guard managed to make a nuisance of themselves. For the time being, though, let us focus on the main issue at hand, the rivalry of the Seven. That doesn't start for 5 days. I've been closely monitoring the disturbance in the spirit veins, and there has been surprising development. As soon as the commencement date for Operation Jormungand and Mille Mirage was announced, activity in the spirit veins reached a fevered peak. Though the reason why is still unclear, it seems the announcement itself is connected to the spread of the disturbance. What? What? You mean the spirit veins reacted to today's events? The boss is moving out might be related too. Yes, as well as my father, the Steel Maiden, and the others. This probably involves Mother and Sharon too. And Mirabelle. She seems to be working with RF somehow. There are likely many causes, but now we have a different grave situation on our hands. Meanwhile, spirit veins across the entire continent have begun activating. It's no longer limited to the Empire. Wait, what the hell? The disturbance was initially a gradual ripple outward from the Empire, but it seems to be matching the coming war in its scope. Right, that's the Great Twilight at work. They need it in full swing for the rivalries to even be possible. I imagine even now, they're preparing for the ultimate reformation of the Great One. If only there was something we could do. If only. Nods.
The solution is simple. Use this ship to whatever end you see fit.
That's not a solution. That's
the
just a
rivalry
tool.
of the Seven appears to be the true objective behind this plan of the Chancellor and the Gnomes. That much we can safely assume. And yet, It is this very same objective that may be our sole hope in preventing the disaster to come.
You for real here? It's true that ever since this curse was unleashed, it's felt as though everything's being guided by some unseen force. With that in mind, it'd be near impossible to try and prevent the war altogether.
That's probably why Dad and Chloe opted for Operation Meal Mirage instead.
Mm-hmm.
But while we're on it, what exactly is this curse anyway?
Needs to be locked up.
We know full well the sort of strife a Septarian can cause. We saw so ourselves during the incident in Liberl a few years back. There, we had to come face to face with the same issues our ancestors contended with 1,200 years ago.
It was the same for us. We fought back against a centuries-long plan to artificially recreate a Septarian. One that had been lost due to mankind's own hubris.
Yeah, I almost made a really big mistake back then. But then Lloyd and the others came and made everything all right again.
In Liberl, a ring that could grant any heart's desire, and in Crossbell, a tree that could rewrite destiny itself. Each one a blessing, yet each one a curse. But in spite of that, Estelle, Lloyd, and everyone else faced them head-on. They didn't lose heart even once.
Therefore, discovering the truth is your responsibility now. It's not something Estelle, or Lloyd, or even the rest of us can accomplish. Only you, Class 7 of Thor's Military Academy.
The Empire's facing threats both on its surface and behind the scenes. You're no strangers to kicking tail on either of those fronts.
Hopefully you're a little quiet.
I can't think of a more tenacious bunch out there. The way I see it, you guys are the only ones who can do this.
It's up to us then.
Machias can do it. All alone. Final boss is just going to be me, Machias, and the Great One.
Naturally, the Courageous 2 has its own missions to see to. We must travel around the country helping people and gathering allies. Even so, I have no doubt that we can still serve as your wings of passage. More so with the Merkaba out of commission. After all, the difference in size should be more than enough to fit, say, 2 Divine Knights and 4 Panzer Soldats?
Olivert.
You've put so much thought into this. We appreciate it.
Are we going to just ignore that Altina totally owns a Goliath? Guys? That couldn't fit on the ship.
Then Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 would be honored to take you up on that offer, Your Highness. We'll do everything we can to assist you in your efforts as fellow members of the Radiant Wings.
We'll help too. It's only fair after all you've done for the branch campus students.
If you ever need someone to make that ship purr, I'm your gal.
Fabulous! Delighted to have you. You see, we've been rather lacking in the crew department.
Well, I sure as hell ain't sitting this one out. What kind of instructor would I be otherwise?
Count me in too. I mean, we're finally all back together again.
Like we said, we're gonna be off doing our own thing, but we'll still be helping out.
Same with us. We'll be catching a ride on the Bobcat too after we're done here.
Now that you mention it, you did both say you'd be working separately.
Yeah, the plan is to cover Eastern Erebonia, Northumbria, and Jirai.
You mentioned getting in touch with HQ in Lamont. Guess that means you guys are heading out too, huh, Shara?
We are, though we won't be leaving the ship until tomorrow.
Sarah, Fee, you guys got things covered here, yeah?
No, you gotta stay.
Of course. When have we ever let you down?
Call us if you need anything, okay?
I guess this is goodbye for now then, huh?
Yeah, we've got some stuff to take care of back in Crossbell.
Don't worry. We'll be seeing each other again before you know it. In the meantime, let's give this our all.
Yeah! We got this, Yuna! Right!
Fine. We could really use your help. Apparently we're just gonna go around, what did they say? We need to go around gathering people. just like Act 2. I hope not. Because as much as I'd love to just go around gathering people, There's a war about to start. Well, I guess it's reasonable to build up your forces for whatever we're doing. So that makes sense. But that's all we've been doing. We need to do a little more. I don't know what this act's going to be about. Seems like we'll be able to divide things up by region then. You should be able to leave everything with the Merkaba Unit 8 up to Rosine, Gaius. Oh yeah. I'll be arranging for its repairs at a nearby location. I really am in your debt, Thomas. You too, Rosine. Thank you.
No worries. Please look after everyone. It will not be easy, but our shred of hope has come into view. The time has come for me to undergo my final undertaking. Grandmother, what do you mean, final undertaking? Listen well, children of Class 7. As noted, the spirit veins throughout the land are activating, and they are disordered, as they've never been before. The same can be said for the shrines, the stages for the rivalries. This includes the Lunar Shrine, the only shrine we witches have overseen since ancient times. The Lunar Shrine. Isn't that close to Milsante?
The only one we couldn't go to? Every time I tried, they're like, we'll check later.
Yes, it is the location of the reflecting pool, and generation after generation of wandering witches have watched over it. This pool reflects the genuine truth, and it is believed to be connected to the origin of the Black Records.
I didn't expect to hear those mentioned here. Yes, I myself was just told about it the other day.
Huh. I suggest anyone interested in the real truth behind the curse to come. I swear on my true name, I shall provide the answers to your doubts, rest assured. To do so, however, I will require Class 7 to undergo a trial of sorts, of course. You will need to come along as well.
Celine.
Oh, and fair warning, your
human form will be required for this?
Huh? Grandmother.
Why? So I can have another party member?
They're all taking off.
Oh boy. These are some good shots, though. Probably one of them is my thumbnail. I'm always thinking about that as I'm recording, because I'm like, what am I going to use?
We thought the Lunar Shrine was a dead end, but there was more to it after all. This will be a trial for the entirety of Class 7. I'm reminded of our adventures in the old schoolhouse 2 years ago.
Ah, you mean where everyone first met Valimar?
Yeah, and then that crazy go-nuts corridor appeared at the end. Reverie Corridor. Knowing what we know now, I think that place is yet another sort of shrine. I don't know what my grandmother's intentions are, but we should prepare ourselves for anything. For crying out loud, why am I'm not even part of Class 7.
Just admit it already, Celine. You're one of us, whether you like it or not.
This will be our first time we've seen your human form since the Black Workshop, huh?
Ah, to gaze upon Celine's lovely figure and the reflecting pool in the same day. What fortuitous timing. Once everyone's done with their little tour around the Courageous, we can head for Lake Gala. It would probably be wise to land out on the water, to put a little distance between ourselves and Milsante. Okay? Learning to switch between silent navigation and optical camouflage modes is going to be critical here. Oh my god.
Understood. Things are starting to heat up.
Next, our plan to head ashore, with each group making their approach from the... plans to head ashore. These group making their approach to the target locations. I can't talk.
Fortunately, Estelle, Lloyd, and the others are already a step ahead of us in gathering intel. I'm sure they'll have hit on something useful by the time you get out.
We'll be expecting good news, guys. But seriously, though, take care of yourselves out there. Right, that goes for you, too.
It means so much to know that you've got our backs.
Class 7, it's time to make sure your preparations are set. We'll need every pair of hands we can get out around the ship. So those of you in a position to pitch in, please do so.
Absolutely, Instructor.
Makes sense. Even with everyone from the branch campus here, this is a pretty huge ship.
Right. It's probably best to make one more round, just to be sure.
Sure. If Oh, Act 3, Seekers of the Dawn. You usually call the acts until there's a finale, which means there's probably another thing after this. Act 3 and finale, right? Probably. And I'm guessing there's a divertissement or whatever they call it in the middle. Like fragments. I thought this was going to be a between act thing. The Courageous is a newly constructed ship, but something about it feels nostalgic. Maybe I'll do one final sweep around the floor myself prior to departure. Oh, right, I need to find everyone going ashore and wish them luck again. Sure. Each floor has an elevator that you can use to move to other floors. You can select the floors that you previously visited on the quick travel menu. Okay, floor 1, 2, 3, 4. Computer room for requests. Training room for combat. Oh, I see. Like the old ones. Weapon shop, cafeteria, and medical bay on second floor. Orbital factory and the hangar. This is very familiar. Kind of the same setup. Okay. We're still missing quite a few recipes, too. So much updates. Who was that? Oh, no, that wasn't that. Oh, Laura. What? I don't know. I already went over news, so I don't know who's updated. But a lot of these have 0 updates, and I don't think I've missed anything. Of course, Oliver. Oh, he's... Thank God he's back. We can stop pouting everywhere. Because everyone's been pouting so long. Toval's here. Well, he's not here. Claudia's done. Okay. Interesting. I have to go over all this stuff. The next episode is going to be interesting. Considering what they've mentioned and what we're going to be doing. Oh man, you have a lot of people maxed out. Okay, Pantagruel. I want to double check. I did not miss a single one of these. That is a lot of updates. Jeez. Which means we'll do profile first. Okay, I'm just double checking these. Now, what did you say? 30%? 30% of profile notes? That's all I've done? Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna have to look around the ship. Do we have side quests? There's a new model orbital computer. Doesn't seem to be displaying anything. Okay. This might prove useful later. For now, though, we can leave it be. Yeah? I'm going to probably go through the ship, talk to the NPCs, but I'm not gonna like go out and do anything, obviously. We can't even go anywhere. So, Angelica, what do you think? In a word, incredible. This is the top of the line next generation stuff. I've never piloted anything this responsive. And equipped with its stealth capabilities on top of that, it's perfect. I don't know if we can ever thank Prince Oliver enough. Well, we can always repay his kindness by making full use of this ship. And stocking it full of cuties like Toa and Tita is a good start. And once we get them into the baths, things are going to be even better. It's like a dream come true. So you want to thank Prince Oliver by enabling you. Anyway, you go ahead and leave the Helm of the Courageous 2 to me. I'll treat it right. I'll take us anywhere the Prince commands. I'm just gonna... I have to accept it. This is Angie. Oh, shit. Instructor Reem, I hardly noticed you there. This ship is kinda... okay, really. Pure dead brilliant, don't you think? Don't think I felt this exhilarated since the first time I rode the Dareflinger. You know my heart belongs to the railways. But faced with a machine this beautiful, even I could be tempted to stray. I know what you mean, Pablo. I'm still having trouble taking it all in myself. Take it you three are running the bridge. We're at least trying to fill in where we can. We're sort of learning on the fly. Luis, Tatiana, and I will be heading up comms and observation. On the engineering side, we've got me and Tita, and Maya and Sydney are manning the guns, with other orbital tactics folks chipping in to help. Me, though, I'll be holed up in the workshop most of the time. As for me, I'll be helping Miss Mint out with anything she needs. Sounds like you're all putting in putting what you learned in the field exercises to practical use. I'm really proud of you all. Good job, guys. I can't believe Miss Mint and the others were working on a grand plan like that without anyone else catching wind of it. Makes me prouder than ever to be a student of Thor's.
I have to say, though, I didn't think we'd be able to use the knowledge we gained from our field exercise in a real-life situation this soon. Pretty amazing, huh? Isn't it? I joined the Academy on a bit of a whim, but I've been blessed with fantastic friends and an incredible place to be. In any case, I'm glad I took things seriously at the Academy.
Sure. By the way, it seems like Leonora's gonna be the co-pilot. Flying an airship sure sounds great, but you cannot give the helm to someone with no pens or sold-out experience. Anyhow, this ship is just too cool. I've also come to accept people who talk very long sentences like that. I'm trying to read fast because I have so many people to talk to, but I noticed in the voice scenes, they do just kind of pause in these long sentences on their own. So it's not really their fault. It's just that I'm trying to cover a lot, so I'm talking too fast.
Oliver, Sherazard, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so glad you're both okay. Both of you here together, nothing could make me happier right now.
Thanks, Elfin. I know I put you through hell.
I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. Honestly, Your Highness, I should have informed you before anyone. That was my failing, forgive me. No, don't be silly. With that wound, my brother wasn't going anywhere for a while, right? Thank you so much for helping with his recovery. Your Highness, your honor is... you honor me with your magnanimity.
Why can't I say that? Magnanimity. It's probably not how you say it.
Truly.
I'm trying, okay? I've never said that word before. I have to say, though, getting Shara to feed me is definitely a memory I'll treasure forever. Although she did give me one legendary purple nurple when I suggested she ditch the spoon and use her mouth instead. Oh boy.
Goodness. So help me, Adios. Olivier, you're about 3 seconds away from finding out what life is like with 0 eyes.
I wouldn't have guessed it, but those two are much more intimate than I expected. It's great. Oh, there's more with you guys?
Well, look who it is. Why, hello there, Reen.
Looks like you've already finding your way around the place. Yeah, it really is an incredible ship. This isn't the first time we've met, but I'd like to reintroduce myself nonetheless. I'm Reen Schwarzer. Good to meet you, Sherazard.
The pleasure's all mine. I've been hearing a lot about you. Sounds like you've been to Gehenna and back more times than one, and you're not done yet, it would seem.
Adversity seems to be the order of the day for those who call Erebonia home, but at the very least, it's made us a tough people. But no matter where we're from, I'm glad to be allies just the same, with Estelle, Agate, and now you.
You bet, I've got your back. We've been preparing for the worst for a long time now. And just between you and me, as the Silver Streak, I really don't want to be outdone by the Purple Lightning.
Ah. Come to think of it, you've been pretty focused on that for a while now, haven't you?
Well, yeah. Despite us being the same age, she was the youngest bracer ever to reach A rank when she did. She's always had a reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Even Cassius relied on her. It did make me a little jealous, I have to say. You're both fantastic, though. I really admire you, Shara.
You know, even though Sarah is my former instructor, we have a close relationship as friends now.
I can believe it. Once I came to Erebonia and the two of us actually met, we immediately hit it off. We both like drinking, and our overall situations are fairly similar, too, in some ways.
Your interests and those of masculine persuasion couldn't be any more different, though.
Ah, that's right. She's got a thing for silver foxes, eh? Though I hear the winds of change are starting to blow across that particular plane. Wait, I don't recall telling you about any of this. Sherazard is so gorgeous, but she really has a cute side, too. Don't worry, you two. I'll sort this out like a proper sister should.
Or maybe it's best to just leave them be. They are adults after all. Yeah. Uh-oh. So many. 3 talks with them already.
At any rate, it seems like Cedric is drifting further and further astray. I'm starting to fear that maybe we really can't go back to how things were.
Your Highness. Come now. Come on. That can't be true.
I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak!
Curse. Curse! Oh, Harry, you're doing some things I don't want you to do. Sorry.
We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And an undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness.
Those words were proof that he was pushing himself too far. His infatuation with Chancellor Osborne is pretty clear. But I honestly doubt his resolve as one of the Ironbloods is really so firm. Or as a Divine Knight Awakener, for that matter. I'm inclined to agree.
Oh, Oliver, you silly fool. All we can ever do as people is work with the opportunities in front of us and never give up hope. Besides, I still need to meet him properly, just as I did the princess. He is royalty, after all.
If it's family meet and greet you're after, Shara, you need only ask.
Oh yes, there's mother and father too if he's recovered. Let's take it down a notch, shall we?
Okay, you guys are finally done?
My brother and Sherazard are both so strong. I feel so relieved. It's like I'm floating on air.
It's awkward. I am eager to visit my father as well, but I know I must proceed carefully. I'm sure that a chance will present itself soon. What is this prom party? Huh? What's that?
I see that curious glint in your eye. This here is our true trump card. It's what makes ultra-long distance communications with the Arcus 2 possible.
Oh.
It's an artifact known as the Sonaris Seashell. Mr. Debaucherous Prince snuck it in.
Wow, incredible. It's a delightful little device I discovered in the some ruins on a visit to with the Bracer Guild. That was about, 10 years ago now. It facilitates ultra-long distance communications in a snap, and is even able to bypass orbital comm restrictions of all shapes and sizes. It's currently in use as our repeater router, per Toval's suggestion. It's also linked to your Arcus via the Round of 7 app the Foundation made for me. Its capabilities are almost mind-boggling. And if the ship control tower is set up with this, then
we'd have flawless connection with everyone involved with Radiant Wings. As someone who will be helping with operations, I have to say I find it hard to believe its capabilities are even possible.
I'm with you there. I guess artifacts don't need to be deadly to be powerful. Speaking of that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the Septian Church collected all artifacts that are still functional. About that, after a bit of discussion with the Grelsritter, we managed to come to an agreement of sorts. Our possession and usage has received tacit approval, on the condition that we abide by a number of itty-bitty rules.
Oh, Oliver, so fortunate that we are we that a man of his eloquence and skill walks upon this earth.
I see.
Anyway, I also intending going down to Lake Kala. I'll be meeting up with Estelle and the others, so let's link up again in the future. We're taking on the Witch Elder's trial, right? Best of luck, Reem.
Thanks, Sherazard. If I find anything of note, I'll be in contact. Whew. That was just up here. That was just this room. That was like 10 minutes. Oh, finally. Oh, Instructor Reen. Ah, Reen, taking a tour of the ship. It's been some time, hasn't it? About 2 years already, if I'm not mistaken. Right. I think the last time we saw each other was that board of directors meeting at the main campus. I was sorry to hear about what happened to the 7th Division, but I'm glad to see you're safe. Yes, no doubt thanks to the guidance of Adios. I admit, it was difficult to watch the 7th get disbanded, but it ended up working out to my advantage. Thanks to that, I was able to slip away and rendezvous with the others in time to help with the creation of the Courageous 2. You can never really tell just where life's currents will sweep you next, huh? That aside, have you not been able to contact Father and the others either? I'm going to be contacting him and Arya in a short while. Before I do, though, I'd like to get in touch with Uncle Zax and Neidhart. I see, no doubt they're struggling with their positions, General Craig included. So I've heard. But they're still Imperial soldiers, that hasn't changed. Once Operation Jormungand begins, they'll most likely be deployed as the main force in the rear guard. And if they are, even Operation Meal Mirage is sure to face stern opposition. Right, if Uncle Zack's stratagems are combined with General Craig's unmatched power, then even the valorous Le Guin and the tactical genius Cassius could be outmatched, yeah? The conflict might already be impossible to stop in any official capacity, but I'll do what I can behind the scenes. If you could somehow buy us some time on an official front, you'd have my deepest gratitude, Lieutenant Colonel. Instructor. But of course. That reminds me. I'm many months late in saying so, but I wanted to thank you for mentoring my brother. I'd like to ask that you continue to improve him in guidance, so that he may one day grow into a strong, independent man. Hey, Mueller. In my book, Kurt's already there. But I hear you. As his instructor, it's my responsibility to continue leading him as the best I can. I'm in your debt, Ring. Ugh. Perhaps I'll go find a suitable hole to crawl in and die of embarrassment now. Sure. It's been quite a while since I've seen Nightheart. At least a year, I think. Come to think of it, Princess Claudia's personal guard didn't seem to be with her. Perhaps she's serving Operation Meal Mirage in a more direct capacity then. No, well, no matter. I'm sure I'll run into her at some point. Huh? Is he talking about someone else from Liberl? There's this woman, a major in the Royal Guard, who he's... Kurt, as a member of the Vander family, you do well to avoid speaking excessively right now. Right. Yeah. It's nice to see Mueller again, but being around him also makes me feel a little impatient. His swordsmanship skills and the way he carries himself are so well refined. I'm still so far from closing the gap between us. But I won't get anywhere being hasty. I just need to keep making steady progress in my own way. You sure do. Oh, what? What? Oh, wait, 20 CP. I was looking for energy drinks, but... Oh, that's expensive. That's very expensive. Let's do less. Celine! Celine's in my party. Oh. Okay, Randy's officially in my party now, too. Interesting. All right. Okay, well, I have to search the other floors. Let's do this, but I'm going to need a minute. Catch my breath. You know, the usual. After this. So, the strategy conference room and training room are on this floor. Yep. Third floor contains conference room and training and recreation, a lounge, and a bathing facility. Training room cannot be used yet, but it appears to provide a good variety of combat training. People sometimes meet up in the bathing area and washing up to restore stuff. Sure. It looks like there's probably a bath cutscene, or that just means heal yourself. Because I don't remember if it was the blue and white star, or if it's the green star that just is generic. But 1 second. Okay. Let's get talking to people.
Hey, Jessica, are you sure you don't want to talk to Angelica? It's fine. She's still getting to grips with the ship's controls. I don't want to interrupt. Besides, I already messaged her after we infiltrated Leaves. Glad to hear it. It's been a while since the three of us got together, huh? It's a shame we can't go to hang out at Reset like we used to. Agreed. I could go for a stack of pancakes right about now. We'll get our chance. We'll all go together once the war's over. I've got a lot more of Crossbell to show you girls, too. Then I'll return the favor with a tour of Rower. And after that, the two of you can come to Remiferia. We can all go on a road trip, all around the places I grew up. The girls from the tennis club are such great friends. I'm almost a little jealous. I'm glad to see you three get to see each other again. Same here, just like old times. I am truly grateful to Prince Olivert for giving us this opportunity. And we get to stay together as courageous two crew members. Let's work extra hard. We won't let you down, Instructor Reen.
Thanks. It'll be a big help having you on board. Are you energy drink? You're the same. This way first? This looks like the men's bathing area. The previous Courageous only had showers, so I get this is just one benefit of a larger ship. And we have the trial at the Lunar Shrine, where the reflecting pool is. I'd probably better go ahead and wash up now. His Highness already gave me permission to use it, so I might as well head in, right? Okay. Sure. Well, there's a separate facilities for men and women. Women and men. And they really went all out on the changing area. Alright then. Is that Urine? I don't know who it is. Oh. Hey, Elliot. Machias. Guess we had the same idea. Yeah, we're just starting to get a handle on the ship's function, so it seemed like a good time to go wash up. Mind if we join you? It does seem pretty spacious after all. Yeah, of course. Want to head in then? Okay. Are we getting some bond points for them? Or are more people already in here? Oh, no. Wow. They got like a window view too? This is pretty amazing. Wow, this is like a full-scale bathhouse. It's almost too lavish. Could it even get any more luxurious than this? Was it Professor Schmidt that designed this ship? Him and Professor Russell from Liberl. Seems he was one of Professor Epstein's 3 main disciples. This may have been one of his suggestions, since he seems to be pretty well acquainted with His Highness. Tita's grandfather, right? I could see that happening for whatever reason. I see we weren't the first to come up with this idea. Okay. Oh, hey, Eustace. Gaius and Crow, too. So, every single one of us wound up in here. Well, it's not everyone. It looks like we're all of one mind. It's not like there's enough room for us to squeeze in. Isn't enough room. And our first bath on this ship could be a bonding experience, right? Literally? Beyond the skies, how far we've come. Yes, it does feel like we've come very far. I know what you mean. Kinda surprised to see everyone here like this. For crying out loud, why the hell are y'all getting so mushy? I mean, we're on a brand new cutting-edge ship here. You gotta get more excited, man. And while we're all here, let's get talking. The filthier the better. It's time to air out your dirtiest jokes and fetishes. But why on earth would we? Absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason at all we should participate. Come on, Crow, we're not students anymore. Wait, Crow never graduated. Maybe we should consider him a repeat student. Ooh. Hey, who gives a shit about that? It's time to take it off, guys. Pretty damn sure Gaius will be the winner, but you never know. Some guys like Elliot are... Whoa, what the hell are you saying, Crow? Crow, this clearly isn't a dignified conversation. Yeah, what if a girl was sitting nearby and overheard you say something like that? But would respectful behavior be in character for any of us? I'm just gonna take in the scenery and enjoy the water. Why would you leave him in the dust like that? Guys, you're all so embarrassed. Bashful, whatever. Okay, so yeah, this just, it's the blue one. What did it say when I stand here, though? This is the women's one. Oh. So she is human now. That's... I see, because she's in my main
relaxing.
party. Okay, I guess that was worth doing because I got a bunch of outfits. Only for the people here. Wait, what if I swap everyone? Oh god, this is awkward. Use this. I mean, I'm not gonna use these, but... I just want to see if it works. Oh god, I don't remember who was in... There's so many characters. So now if I use it again? Yeah. Wow, that's something. You know what? I might as well grab them all quick. Why not? But I didn't get crows. Oh, God. One sec. Okay. This should be everyone else. Okay. I mean, why not? It's like a collection thing for me. I don't plan to use them. That's for sure. This is a big training room. Wow. The ship did not look that big on the outside. Duvley and Laura, huh? Straight to asking for a match then.
No, that's not the case. We both arrived at the training area independently and unexpectedly ran into one another. And you will all be leaving for that trial soon. I would never be so boorish as to wear someone out before something like that.
My bad, Duvley. But I gotta say, it's pretty amazing we have such quality training facilities on a ship like this.
Yes, I suppose you could say that, if you really wanted to. The previous Courageous also had substantial facilities, but there certainly wasn't an area quite as spacious as this available. I find it irritating to always be receiving favors, so as a training opportunity for you all, an archaism belonging exclusively to the Star Raider. May I present to you Vanguard F2 Sleipnir?
What? Is that a state-of-the-art archaism from Ouroboros, like the one used at Hamel in the Naval Fortress?
But are you still able to make use of them even after separating yourself from Ouroboros? Yes, it's specially adapted for our own use. Sleipnir, come.
Isn't that one of your moves?
No, it's not. Now that I see it up close, it is fairly intense.
Going up against an archaism like this does seem like it would make for some phenomenal practice.
I have another Sleipnir unit, actually, and I wouldn't mind letting you use that one for training as well. While you're all undergoing your trial, I'll set them up to respond to specific combat situations for practice. I usually just leave it in the hangar's reserve area, so feel free to use it as you like, even if I'm not around.
Talk about full-service treatment.
We're in your debt, Duvley, thank you.
Alright. Oh no.
Well, this place is spacious, I'll give it that. I think I'll do some training. We could even spar together later. Oh, Schwarzer, I heard you play Vantage Masters. I've been indulging in it to enhance my tactical skills. If you'd like, I suppose I wouldn't mind allowing a challenge from you.
I guess I'll take you up on that. Sure. I'll do that after I talk to everyone. Of all people. Okay, so this is the conference room.
Oh, Reen.
How's it going? You guys talking to Major Irving about handing the handover procedures? Yes, this ship is a new build. There are many things about it we don't understand. That's why I have a manual in hand to read and check as I go. Sounds tough. Keep up the good work. Under normal circumstances, I should also be helping out too, since I'm part of the branch campus faculty and all. Well, you've got the trial from Rose coming up at Lake Gala, don't you? You can just leave this up to us then. Just make sure you're prepared, got it?
To be honest, I'd like to go too, but it's only members of Class 7 that are allowed to, right? It's kind of frustrating, to be honest.
Sorry about that, Toa. I'll be sure to head straight to the ship with the trial results. Will you be heading down after the handover procedure to meet up with the main campus students, Major Irving? Right, I'm planning on also serving as their backup, at least for the time being. Let's keep in touch then. It'll help us maintain a shared branch campus mindset, so to speak. Of course.
Thank you very much.
We'll do so great the principal won't know what hit her. Sure.
To be honest, I wish I was going with you, but that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Please be careful out there.
Just leave this ship to us. Make sure you're ready to take on Rose's trial, got it? Sure. Oh, Schwarzer, I wanted to speak with you about Major Claire.
Right. We only saw an image of her on the Pantagruel, just like the Chancellor and the others. Though she's probably carrying out some pretty important tasks in a different area.
Yes, she's likely working to finalize the railway's usage plans in preparation for Operation Jormungand's start, as well as carrying out her duties as an Ironblood, part of the Ironbloods.
Right.
I know her, and I can only imagine how much losing Orion must have hurt her. It's not really my place to say, but please do what you can for her. If things keep going on this way, she won't be able to handle it much longer. Understood. I'm not sure what I can really do, but as one of the people who cares for her, I'll do everything I can. That's all I ask. I'm in your debt, Schwarzer. Oh, character note for him. Schwarzer, I'm in your debt. Please, I leave things in your hands. Stay in contact. Spirit of the branch campus. Yeah, you got it. I'll check the rest before I do the Duvalie match. This episode might... Well, it's going to end before we go to the trial, but I would like to talk to everyone, so it might end up still being longer. I don't know. This floor contains exits from the ship or to the deck. It seems they've got a cafeteria, sick bay, and a reference room, and some stores here, too. Breen just said this. Written materials in the reference room, black records transferred from the Maricopa. Yep. Oh, this is a big one. And we got the deck. Ugh. Okay. Oh, you two. So, what do you think of the Courageous 2, Reen? I gotta say, the original might have been incredible in its own right, but this is about as cutting edge gets. Can get. I heard they even put the armaments through a fair bit of upgrading. Yeah, though His Highness didn't seem too hot about it at first.
Hot or not, we're in for some pretty intense combat in the next coming days. That's just a fact. Once we get to that point, basic deterrence just won't cut it anymore.
Yeah, that's probably what clinched the decision to load up on the firepower. Sounds like they met some resistance from Professor Schmidt on the development side of things, though. I can only imagine.
Professors Erica and Albert Russell were involved in this as well, right? Seems they had a tech expert from the Epstein Foundation come in on the down low, too.
Yep. The ship's got all the latest tech, save for anything for the Vern Company might be keeping under wraps. In other words, you guys have got yourselves a pretty killer setup here. Make sure you put it to good use, alright? Got it. I'll relay that to His Highness and the other students, too. Are you going to meet up with Estelle and the others once you get down on the surface? Nah, I was planning on letting Sherazard take care of that front. I'll be operating out on my own for a bit. Got a few things I want to check out. I'm sure you'll be more than busy enough to dealing with all the rivalries, but do me a favor and keep an eye on His Highness for me too, alright? Of course, we'll take care of him.
That your intuition calling? Feels like it's almost always on the mark at times like this. Just make sure you say hi to Ein for me, okay?
What? I haven't been able to get in contact with her yet. You must be talking about the head of the Grelsritter. I didn't know she and Tolval were acquainted. Yep. Very much so.
You know, Tolval, you really should pay Mick a visit. Last time I saw him, he was grouching my ear off about how you had gone and died without paying off all your debts you owed him.
Well, no one could ever accuse the old man of being too sentimental. Yeah, I guess I can stop by. Maybe I'll even bring him a little gift to try and soften his tiny old heart. No, same. This leads out, but we're in the air, so... Yeah, we don't want to go out there. Yeah, man, so much. Oh, of course. Gaius was in art club with... a medical intern. Not Vivi.
Oh, Reen. Hey, how's it going?
Lind, yeah. Don't know why I forgot your name, I'm sorry. Lind, Vivi. I'm so glad you two are all right. Great, I'm starting Final Fantasy IX.
I was just about to say the same.
I'm starting Final Fantasy IX today, and we're gonna have Vivi in this game, and Vivi. I don't care if it's actually Vivi. It's Vivi for sure, 100% in 9. So that's... it's so weird having them be different.
Reen, everyone, it puts my heart at ease to see you all in good health.
Yeah.
At any rate, it sounds like you're becoming quite the lady killer. So...
Oh. Whoops.
So, any updates on your love life? Who's the lucky gal?
I cut that one off, so I thought I could go back to do that, but then I cut this one off. Who is the lucky gal, huh?
Vivi, please, I'm really sorry about this, Reen.
It's okay. In a way, it's actually kind of comforting.
Some things never change.
In any case, I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you two through. If I'd just been a little more skillful in my command, things might not have gone the way they did.
It's okay, Gaius. You have nothing to apologize for at all. If you hadn't drawn the enemy away with your Merkaba, there's no way the operation could have succeeded. Besides, it's about time we got some front-page limelight for once.
It certainly was a rather dramatic appearance, to say the least.
By the way, you're staying on the ship as part of the medical staff, right, Lind? Where's that leave you, Vivi? Well, since I'm already here, I was thinking I could sign on as the Courageous 2's official photographer.
I don't know if we need that, but yeah. Sure.
I'm sure Rex can handle all the online coverage just fine on his own. What do you think? Great, that settles it. Happy to be aboard. Sure, good to have you.
Looks like things are about to get a lot more hectic around here. Yeah.
It's a relief to see that Vivi and Linda are doing well. Looks like the Courageous 2 is going to be even more lively than the Merkaba now. Given that I'm already here and everything, I think I'll see if they can let me stay on as the Courageous 2's photographer. We'll be seeing each other a lot, Reen.
You don't even have a camera on you. You use your orbital camera?
I'm so glad we made it in time. Also, I want to apologize for keeping my whereabouts a secret for so long.
It's okay, Lynn. You've got nothing to apologize for. Especially with what I hear about you helping out His Highness's treatment. So thank you. I'm really glad to have you with us.
Me too, Reen. I promise I won't let you down.
Let me know what you need.
You have power potions? Interesting. Shield potions might be pretty good. Honestly, Shield Potion 2, defense up medium, and 7,500 heal. That's kind of a big... Yeah. We need a few more battle scopes, though. You know how I get. Wow.
Stay healthy.
I had 14k just sitting there. I caused you and Rosine so much trouble through my inexperience. I can only thank Adios no one got hurt. I would hardly be able to forgive myself if I brought harm down upon any of you. But rather than kick myself over what happened, I ought to move forward and do what I can to make up for it. This isn't your weight to carry alone, guys. Remember that. Man, you did a great job. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tatiana. I was wondering when I might see you again.
Oh, I guess you ate?
And you, Margarita. You're looking well.
Oh, I guess I did hear that you two were old friends. Some sort of family connection, right?
That's right. Dilettante families tend to flock together, as Tatiana's and mine have since times medieval.
I don't know what I'm doing with your voice. I mean, that's kind of what sounds like, right?
Though Tatiana's father is a viscount while mine is a mere baron, she never let that stand in the way of our friendship. Well, the Dresdens have always been tolerant of those from other social standings, too. Of course. And that shared tolerance is part of what kept our families so close for all these years.
That's a good kind of friendship to have.
Oh,
I'm not doing it.
Beauty calls to beauty, after all. It was always our destiny to come into each other's lives, just like me and Vincent, and how we fell in love at first sight.
Oh, is that what happened?
It's good to see you just as powerful as ever, Margarita.
I don't know about first sight. Maybe for you, but for him, he was running from you quite often. Take this. Take this. Am I done yet with yours? Obviously not, but... I got something for... I don't know. We're not even close to done.
You're quite powerful yourself, Tatiana. I'm pleasantly surprised by how much more confident you've become of late. We must owe it all to the power of love. Love, please don't tease me, Margarita.
It really is good to have friends. Her and Ash. I don't need to read. I've read all these in the previous games. Unless there's actually something new hiding in there. Rest area. Okay. Monk. And,
oh, Reen.
I can't... Dorothy. Okay, there we go. Well, well, we finally meet again. I don't know why his voice is so deep, but it is. It's very deep.
Reen?
Are you, okay there, Dorothy? You gonna be voiced for a minute?
Wow. I've heard rumors about that luscious silver hair and jet black outfit, but... This character development has my pen bursting with inspiration.
Okay,
Wow.
I need to hear this.
I've heard rumors about that luscious silver hair and jet black outfit, but...
Yeah, that's definitely Dorothy's character.
Man, that edgy new look is just not fair.
That is so deep. I think that's Toval's voice actor, actually. But, like, really deep.
You don't mind if I crank out a script for a new radio show based off you, right? Right?
It's business as usual with these two, as you can probably tell.
No kidding. I'm not sure I've ever seen you guys ease up.
That might have gotten a bit excessive, actually, even for me.
Sorry, Reen. I got a little carried away myself. You don't need to apologize, I get it. This is kind of a lot to take in all at once. That aside, are you the one managing the terminal for us, Monk? You know it. I'm a little busy with all my Radio Trista work, sure. You guys have got way more on your plate out here. Can't imagine a single one of us out there wouldn't jump in to lend a hand. Speaking of which, Dorothy and I just finished setting up the terminal.
As it so happens, the Imperial Museum approved my extended hiatus request. I'll probably spend most of my time in the reference room next door, so if you feel free to call me whenever you'd like.
You can go ahead and send all the data the branch campus kids have collected over to us. Battle and combat data goes to me. Personnel files fly off to Vivi.
And any books and other written materials over to me.
Okay, got it. Thanks for all your help, guys. It's good to have you aboard with us. It's so weird. I'll hold on to the battle data. By the way, about that radio drama we were talking about.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, you'll find out. Hey, you'll be heading to the Lunar Shrine next, right? Hang in there, you guys.
Pretty obvious attempt to change the subject there, Monk. Well, whatever. What I don't know about Monk can't hurt me, I hope. That new look of yours really gets my mind racing, Reen. It's quite stimulating. But I just need to keep my imagination under control.
Well, this is a whole new kind of unsettling from you, Dorothy. Sure is.
This terminal has carried out a connection test for Palm Party. I helped a little.
See. You play Palm Party, right, Emma?
Yes, sometimes. Well, that reminds me, we haven't exchanged ID accounts yet. Account IDs. We should play against each other if we have time.
Sounds great to me. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're already a little... We probably have only a few more things left. I'm gonna check both. Okay, it's not that big. Okay. This deck is way more open than I thought.
You've gotten a lot stronger since the last time we met, Kyrie. All that training you do must be doing you good. I've noticed a considerable difference in, let's see, your deltoids. You can tell? That's great. And you're right. Last time I took some measurements, my shoulders were at least a retch wider than before.
See? Work hard and you're bound to see results sooner or later. Wow, Wayne's got a real eye for details.
I don't put on muscle mass that easily, but if I try very hard, I'm sure I'll see results. I'll train relentlessly, within reason, of course. Even under these circumstances, Kyrie hasn't fallen behind with strength training. I've got to keep improving myself, too.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can't imagine what this is gonna be. Reen pulls out his sword. My hair keeps like flying down. I just took a shower, so it's like all... it keeps wanting to do things that I don't want it to.
I'm so glad to see you're unharmed, Patrick. And I know Reen feels the same.
Thank you, Elise. I'm happy to see you safe, too. Instructor Makarov from the main campus got in touch beforehand to apprise us of the situation.
But I knew better than to worry, but still.
So I knew better.
I see, so that's why the branch campus students are all aboard. Right you are, clever as always. No doubt you were racked with anxiety over my whereabouts, chest tight with the pain of uncertainty, so I must apologize. Oh, Reen. Reen, just let Patrick be with her, please. Schwarzer. Hey, good job out there, you two. Are you all set to head out, Patrick? And naturally, I'd finished making the necessary preparations yesterday. Good to hear. Honestly, I'd rest easier if I knew you were going to be staying aboard, but... Yes, I feel the same. Uh-oh. What's your game here, Schwarzer? Leaving me alone with Elise. That isn't like you. What do you mean? It's not like I've ever specifically tried to keep you apart. What? I shudder to imagine what you'd do if it was your aim. Then. Schwarzer, let me say this. I don't know how much of an ordeal this rivalry is going to end up being, but I will not, under any circumstances, permit you to disappear and leave poor Elise behind. Ooh, it's on the other hand now. Patrick, I'm sorry, I've been trudging around without an air of resignation without even realizing it. But you know, people might start getting weird ideas if you two spend too much time alone. Maybe I'll have you show me around the ship then, Patrick, if you're so inclined. Talk about a 180. It does my heart good to see your friendship thriving, you two.
I think they should. Those two are perfect together.
In any case, you're heading for the Eastern Erebonia, right, Patrick? Planning on going down and having a word with some of the main campus graduates, I take it? Indeed. I've been in touch with Friedel, Loggins, and Lambert.
What am I doing to your voice?
It would seem Clara, Paula, and the others are going to help us.
Good to hear. That'll be our huge asset.
Goodness, there really isn't anything that can stand up to a united power of the Thor's student body, is there? Please do take care of yourself, Patrick.
Of course. I will return safely to your side, Elise. Uh-oh. Claire. I mean, I'll be back soon enough, in a completely platonic way. And then the three of us can catch up.
Okay, sure. Your luck be on your side, Patrick.
Right, may Adios be with us all. Rain. Calm down. How dare he? Oh, that's Marguerite. Okay. I was like, what is that blue star? Hey, guys. Oh, no. Becky, you're just getting a normal voice. I can't do it. I really can't do it.
Oh, you're here. Ha, is that Reen I see?
I just can't physically do it.
Hey there, Becky. Been a while, hasn't it?
If you don't know who Becky is, then you'll hear.
It's been a while, but the time's finally come. Say hello to the Becky Association's Courageous branch.
She's my favorite.
Looking forward to your patronage trips.
I just can't do it, though. Glad to have you aboard, Becky.
Seeing her over the counter like that really does scream courageous, though, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like the Civil War all over again, and all she's missing is Hugo rivaling it up beside her. Huh. Looks like he's off doing whatever he wants now, as per.
I can't do it.
I'll have to prove to him that his way of doing things is just not right.
I mean, I can't do Pablo either.
Business is not gonna just about profits. You've got to have an empathy for the customers too.
It's good to see Becky brand enthusiasm's never low on stock, at least.
By the by, I plan to head down from the ship soon after this. You can bet I won't spare any effort helping you guys out. We'll swap info again next time we meet, so make sure you come and find me. Besides, you wouldn't want to miss out on these spicy new glamour shots I'm putting together, would ya?
I think I could stand to miss a few of them, actually.
Let's just say we'll do our best and leave it at that.
Sure.
Nice to see Becky's the same as ever. Guess I'll let them all off the hook for vanishing the way they did. I'm gonna disembark once I swap some info with Vivi, but just remember I've always got your back, no matter where I am. I'll be whipping up some sexy new photos, so keep an eye out for that.
Sure.
I heard the Empire's having some serious resource shortages. If that's the case, then it's obvious what needs doing. I'm gonna use my merchant network and get things moving. We'll get it done while I'm peeping in to what Kleist & Co. are up to. Been a while since I had a good challenge like this. You're just the best. Roselia while out traveling together. What? Spoiler game. I don't have this. They just don't hold back. They're like, maybe they won't check the shop. Maybe they'll only check the shop after, and we won't be spoiled. Elise? Come on, I can change Elise's hair. She's not in my party.
Catch you later.
The Becky and Rex haven't changed since their school days. That thought makes me feel strangely relieved. Yeah. Wait, what? Why did I not see Jinko? My eyes just did not pick that up. Huh. Hey guys. Welcome to the esteemed courageous branch of Nihon Valley. Don't leave empty-handed. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief when I saw your shop sign. I didn't see it. How'd you end up on board, or setting up shop on board? The blondie reached out to me. I was downright floored when he hit me up about taking care of personal armaments. But I couldn't give two shits whether he's a ghost or not. As long as his mirror's corporeal, we're set. Got some cool stuff here, so I decided to stick around for a while. Even ever the shrewd businesswoman I see. We're fighting against something on a whole different level than ever before. It's going to be very risky. Having a weapon merchant right on our ship will definitely come in handy. I got you covered, pal. Okay. It was tough, especially since I had to get a hold of supplies without Mama catching on. But it was worth the trouble. I've seen some interesting stuff along the way. Mama told me that once that following conflict to peddle her wares was just the kind of thrill she needed in life. Can't understand why she loves it so much. That's good, I guess.
I got some good stuff.
That's... Oh, direct upgrade. Big upgrade. 15 strength loss. It doesn't matter. We always set up rain. New weapon. That's a lot of weapons, too. I'm gonna need to go farm soon.
Wanna buy something?
Shh. Oh. Randy. Nice. I'm gonna have to make a note to do those at the beginning of the next episode, because I really want to get those done. Right, I don't have any talismans, and I'm still missing that gold coin. Damn.
I got some good stuff.
You know what? I need to buy those.
Done already?
Oh, Cerberus. Good to see you again, Cerberus. Sorting stock again, I see. Don't overwork yourself, okay? Awoo. Indeed. Okay. What is this room? Cafeteria. Oh, hey, Instructor Reem. Hello. Hey, you two. Taking a little break? Hells yeah. I like this place almost as much as the Dareflinger. We took a look around the other decks, but it's still hard to get a good grasp of all the facilities on board. Every facility is state-of-the-art, but they don't have a pool. I think that might be asking for too much. They got great baths, though. Maybe you can make do with them for now. Sure. Wait, I think that might actually work. If you took out the divider from the middle of the communal bath, there's enough space to swim around. What an ingenious idea. No, that's a bad idea. Very, very bad idea. Hiya, Maya. Hiya, Maya. Haven't you had breakfast yet? Of course I have, but... It's all on me, Instructor. This kitchen is just so fun to use. I roped Maya into being a taste tester for the new dish I'm working on. I was really happy to help, really. Even right after a large meal, I can always make room for something different. Oh, that's pretty impressive. Whether it's dessert or a full-course meal, I can always make room for it. So don't worry, I can assist with taste testing any time of the day. I'm assuming that part where Muse talked about Maya was because she was helping this stuff. I thought it was something totally different, like she was going to betray us or something, but Muse just didn't know about the whole courageous thing, so... The new trial dishes are coming along swimmingly thanks to Maya, and it looks like Freddy's also getting pretty creative. gotta bring my best stuff to the table here.
Did you need something?
Do I have anything less than... Yeah. I am running low on that. It's because I've made so many for those CP ingredients. Or CP food. This is where you've been. How's the milk on the Courageous?
It doesn't matter where I drink it, milk is milk. I just thought I should go into the trial on a full stomach.
That's not a bad idea. But shouldn't you be in human form?
I can be in whatever form I want, thank you very much. Besides, in my human form, this amount of milk would hardly fill me up now, would it?
Alright, you made your point.
It's not like I need to get used to being in human form anyway, so keep your thoughts to yourself and get ready for the trial already.
Sure. Ada and Fritz, I didn't even see you there. My eyes are just like so zoned in on things right now. Of course you're on board, right. Well, here's something you don't see every day. I didn't realize you two had come aboard the Courageous 2 as well.
As escorts for Major Michael, yes. Though we plan on returning to the surface before long. That said, I never could have imagined we'd end up having to face His Highness so quickly.
But at the same time, we've been well prepared to do so. This was as good an opportunity as we could have expected. That does make sense. So what's the situation for the Dareflinger then?
Yeah, didn't the IDF and RMP end up chasing it down?
It would appear the IDF doesn't deem us worthy of wasting their time. We managed to keep the RMP in the dark as well, thanks to Major Michael.
I think we'll all have a certain degree of freedom in our movements from here on out. Let's just be sure to keep in touch, alright? Did you make sure to take down my Arcus number? I've already relayed it to the communications team if not.
Yeah, you bet I did. Man, I'd be blowing your Arcus up non-stop if it weren't for this stupid war.
Oh, was there something specific you wanted to discuss?
Nah, my main man here just wanted to hear your sweet silky voice, is all.
Is that so? In that case, I respectfully decline.
And bam, shot right out of the gate. I haven't even made an actual move yet. The more things changed, the more they stayed the same, for Sydney at least. He sure is trying.
Your name was Sydney, yes, so you're aware I'm not fond of trifling, frivolous behavior. If it's not work-related, please refrain from using the Arcus 2 to contact me in the future.
Honestly, I feel like the whole war thing's gonna have you covered on that. Looks like those main campus guys finally got their shit together at least. Branch campus can't start slacking either. It's time to get serious. And by the way, thanks for inviting me here. It's a rare pleasure to get to chat with students from the branch campus like this. Sure. We have one more floor to go. I think. No, it doesn't look like there's any more. Oh, there is. There is. How do I get to the bottom floor? Oh, because I've never been there. Yeah, you have to take the elevator. Right. They said that. I may have to play Vantage Masters and the other thing in the next one, because there's just too much going on here. Vantage Masters and Palm Party. This floor contains the hold and the workshop. We'll be spending a lot of time here. Yep. Alright. Reen just said that. Okay, we don't have that many people here, though. Yeah, we've just been talking to so many people. It's probably best to just do that at the beginning of the next episode before we go to shore. Working with Professor Schmidt has done wonders for your skills, Tita. I'm glad to hear the Orbital 3 Gear 3 units are testing well so far.
Thanks, I'm really excited about it too.
Oh, hey, you were an engineer on the original Courageous, right? I knew I recognized your name. Peyton. I'm amazed you remember me. This is actually the third Arce-class airship I've worked on. I've been there right since the beginning. Well, this one is packed full of the most advanced technology RF, the Foundation, and ZCF have to offer. Might as well be my masterpiece. I only hope it proves worthy of what you and His Highness are trying to accomplish. Believe me, this has already helped us more than you know. Between you, Tita, and everyone else, ZCF has done a heck of a lot for us. While it never hurts to have a good working relationship with the likes of the Prince. Now that the handover is complete, most of the ZCF staff are going to be leaving the ship next time you land. That means I'm entrusting my masterwork to you, Tita. Do me proud.
Got it. I won't let you down.
Thanks again for everything. I think that if you just leave everything maintenance-related up to Tita and Mint, you'll have nothing to worry about. Mint? Nothing to worry about? Never heard that in the same sentence. Not to mention Gustav, Pablo, and heck, all of the rest of the kids in military finance too. They figured this ship out in no time flat. Thanks to them, I can rest easy knowing it's in good hands.
This is, without a doubt, the most impressive Arcee-class ship yet. Can you imagine how hard it must have been to create? But all that hard work is paid off. It's thanks to everyone involved that we have such an incredible ship at our disposal now. Honestly, couldn't have asked for better.
Sure, all the same stuff. I'm just looking for unfamiliar names.
Soon. I'll help.
New bike colors, great stuff. You know, oh my god. I don't know why I hit back there. New Master Quartz, Oberon, prevent ailments and stat down. 90% chance, that's kind of high.
Come back soon.
Ah.
I'll help.
Yeah, that was it. Yes. That was it. And we can upgrade this. I want to see the difference. 45. Not bad. And all that's the same. No. I saw a new in there. Maybe I didn't.
Come back soon.
It's fine. I'll look over it more closely when we have more time. All right. I'm going to save after one of the conversations, just in case. Let's talk to Ordine. Ordine, how are you finding the Courageous 2? I couldn't ask for more. I understand that always being in flight means I consume a significant amount of mana. The Meisters are excellent as well. I'm grateful to be able to rest in such a calm and relaxing place. That's great. Still, I may ask you to lend us a hand again in the future. Let's make it through the rivalries together. By all means. No. Valimar remains still and empty. Valimar, Millium, we finally reached a place where everyone can be let their guard down for a bit. We've made it through without incident. All that's left is to see this rivalry through to the end. There's the trial before that too. Failure is not an option. Thank you for your help, guys. Kenneth? The hell is Kenneth doing on board? A lot of people have been looking for him. I mean, his dad, Annabelle. We've been looking for everyone. Yeah, I just didn't expect him to be here. I expected him to be fishing somewhere. Oh, Reen. Elliot and Mint and Kenneth. High voice.
Sup, Reen? Glad to see you're doing okay. But I knew there was nothing to worry about. You guys are pretty much invincible.
And super deep voice.
I'll have to agree with you there. By the way, Reen, are you still keeping up with your fishing? I've been hearing about guardians appearing all over the place.
Wait, that's Sojiro's voice. I don't know if that's very... It's crazy. You wouldn't expect that from Kenneth. The first time I heard him, I think it was in 3. He didn't talk in 2. It's definitely Sojiro voice, though. Well, maybe I'll have you film the end then. But I know that Mint helped the branch campus. You helped with the Courageous too, right, Kenneth? Well, I did travel all around Erebonia while investigating fish ecosystems. I guess I did help in that I shared information I was able to acquire with His Highness and everyone. I see, that sounds just like you. Thors really does produce all types of people, doesn't it?
For sure. The occasional musical prodigy even. Well, prodigy might be a bit far. It seems like you really improved on your technical skills while in Liberl, Mint.
And you were involved in the construction of the Courageous too.
Well, I was allowed to join in on some already finished equipment, you could say. Professor Russell experiences extreme tunnel vision when focusing on research, but he wasn't overly strict when it came to minor mistakes. Working for him was pretty easy in that sense, just like with Professor Schmidt.
I doubt that. I think you might be the only person who'd say that. Working under Professor Schmidt is easy. Mint's in a pretty big deal, too. Sure.
Seriously, I'm so glad we made it on time. Loading 20 of those new XG05s really made all the difference. Even if it was pretty heartbreaking what happened to Val. But the important thing is we got him and Million back. Well, Sword and Million. Either way, they're back, and that's good. I'm gonna do everything I can to help out and get us all through this.
I appreciate it, Mint. I'm glad we've got you looking out for both of them.
Happy to do it. I'm gonna get straight to work on Val now. Oh, and I can't forget about our new pal, Ordy.
I take it Ordy is Ordine. Mint does love her nicknames. She sure does. What kind of shop would you have?
I'm itching to get started.
Oh, you're the same as Tita. Okay.
See you later.
Weird. Well, would you look at that? I know a master angler when I see it. On behalf of the IFC, I'd like to give you this reward. For catching 24 different types of fish, I present you with this. Okay. Great. Thanks, I appreciate it. Alright, that's the end of all the free giveaways. Come check out the ship sometime if you want to buy some supplies.
You sure do like this, huh, Reen?
It's so deep. So
Tight
deep.
lines out there. You sure do like this, huh, Reen?
Hold on.
Tight lines out there.
Slightly, it almost felt like that was a different voice, but it wasn't.
Kenneth and Mint are the same as always. I'd expect nothing less, honestly.
Yeah, and just in case it tries to start, because we definitely have to end after this one. Oh, Reen.
Just making sure the equipment's all in order. All in order?
Yeah, and getting ready to head to Lunar Shrine. Gwyn, I know I've said this before, but great work on the Courageous 2 operations. And Ferris, it sounds like you, Patrick, and the others helped quite a bit.
Well, only a little.
I was just acting as the representative for our sponsors. Handling Schmidt's unreasonable demands is exhausting work. Right.
I'm just glad you two made it through okay. And I guess my mother and Sharon are safe too. Elisa.
That stupid daughter of mine. And going so far as to involve Schmidt. Also, Franz is completely... what the hell was with him? Forget it. I'm sorry, Elisa.
No, it's okay, Grandfather. I've also prepared myself for the worst, for some time now. He's almost like a different person, even though he looks just like Father, but I'm prepared to face him.
You've gotten a lot stronger, Elisa.
Yes, it would seem you've really been making strides alongside Reen and the others from Class 7.
Hold on a minute, Ferris. Wouldn't it be more accurate to say alongside Reen and just end it there?
Oh my, yes. That does sound better.
Hey, Ferris, what is this all about?
Don't really know the particulars, but I think someone might be in denial about something. I'm guessing it's Elisa. Grandfather, Ferris, can the both of you please stop with the speculation?
All right. Anyway, so it looks like you'll be on the ship for the time being, Gwen. But Ferris, you said you'd be heading down.
Yes, I'm going back to Ordis. I need to speak with my brother about something. We're nearing the final act. So I'd like to give my best to Governor Regnus as well. Okay, I'd be happy to help you out any way I can. You'd do well to accomplish what you must first. Together with Reen and those from Class 7, I trust that's one thing you won't waver on, yes? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Ferris. Let's both do our best. Let's show some pride as former members of Thor's Lacrosse Club. You got it.
That's true friendship. Right. I'm glad she's got such a good friend. What about you, Reen? How are things with you and Elisa right now?
Grandfather.
Why is everyone trying to push that?
I feel much better when Ferris is here with me. She's way too perceptive, though. Is that a little mean to say?
I'm very pleased I managed to deliver the Courageous 2 to you. A mountain of problems still remains, but we'll get over that, one step at a time. It seems almost everyone in my family has a secret agenda of their own. If you're considering joining it, then you'd best be prepared for some trouble, Reen.
Grandfather, just don't, please. I'll be returning to Ortis to check in on my family. With the final act seemingly upon us, I believe, Governor Regnitz, everything will be on the line with what's to come. We both need to rise to the occasion.
Agreed, and I intend to. Oh, and the engine room. Sure, we've seen the whole ship, talk to every single person. What the hell is this? Oh, the pantry. Storage. That's everything. So when I walk through this, it's going to be like,
please come to the deck.
To all passengers, we will soon be concluding our orientation flight and chartering a course to the Lunar Shrine. We'll be landing in Gala Lake in 30 minutes. Good timing, I'm done here. I'll just double check that I'm ready, then head to the bridge. Thank you. I just wanted to double check that was possible. We need to be on the 3rd floor, training room. I'm playing Duvali at the beginning of the next episode. We're going to play Duvali. And then we're going to play Emma and Palm Party. And then we're going to go down to the lake. Why not? I need a double save here. There we go. That's going to be the end of this one. It ended up being quite long, but what do you expect? This is a big ship. Clearly. An hour and 40-minute tour ship. That should tell you its size, right? Also, I can't talk very quickly. I'm talking as fast as I can, despite it taking this long.
Now...
Whew. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.